फिल्म नाही हो. Directory attack and machine learning. Introduction. Nowadays, brute force attacks are used widely because there are lots of security internet protocols such as SSH, FTP, VNC, and so on that are now seriously vulnerable. Brute force is a simple way to attack against these kinds of services. In some situations, password spaces is too big and you need to have an efficient directory to decrease this space. There is a typical way to combine words to make passwords. In this way, passwords are generated by some rules. When we faced with lots of rules, machine learning could help us to make a directory in an acceptable success rate. In this paper, we want to review some machine learning techniques to do and the pros and cons. अच्छा pro cons machine learning ବିଷୟରେ ବୁଝିବାର ଅଛି. Machine learning models. Machine learning models କ'ଣ? There are two factors that are important in a brute force attack. ଦୁଇଟା ଜିନିଷ, ଗୋଟେ ହେଲା number of passwords and success rate. କେତେ password ଅଛି, success rate ଅଛି, ଦୁଇଟା ଜିନିଷ. Imagine if a user choose a password length 10 with a combination of lower and uppercase, special characters and numbers. The password space is bigger than which is too big to attack. अच्छा ଯଦି ବଡ଼ ହୋଇଯାଏ attack କରିବାକୁ ବଡ଼ full ହେବ. In this situation we need to eliminate lots of them so the success rate will decrease dramatically. Indeed, there is a trade-off between these two factors. Combining machine learning methods and dictionary attacks could help us make a balance between the factors. There are some popular machine learning modules such as Markov chains, probability content-free grammar, and generative adversarial networks (GANs) that can help us generate an efficient directory. अच्छा Markov model को The Markov model used in directory attack is based on standard Markov modeling techniques for natural language processing. The basic hypothesis is that the probability that a letter appear and position n is a function of the letter and position. For example, if P of f is a probability that f is the first letter of a password and P A of B the probability that B follows A. Then for the word test, once the of the advantage of the model is training and inference speed because the only thing that it needs to do in count letter sequence and calculate a probability of them in training data. In this way, generated passwords have the same quality. This model have comprehensive performance because the distribution of letters in easy to remember passwords is like to be similar to the distribution of letters in this user native language. According to NIST, user-generated 8-character passwords have between 10 and 30 bits of randomness. Two popular tools that use in the model that John the Ripper and Hashcat. The big problem of the model is that the generated dictionary is big and the success rate is relatively low. The problem is because of the high repetition rate. PCF-Jig model. However, the Markov model only works in individual character. PCFG work with password meaningful fragments. PCFG positions a password of tree fragment letters distinguished by special characters. It uses tree symbol L, D, and S to represent them respectively. For example, L8 means a word including lower and uppercase letter. The length of 8 such as Q, A, W, S, E, D, R, F. Also D4 means a word of 4 digits such as 1, 2, 3, 4 and at the rate and dotted inverted comma. In a fragment that belongs to S2 category, the passwords belongs to the category. Probability calculation is similar to Markov, but it works on fragments instead of characters. अच्छा गला ज्ञान मॉडल अच्छी पॉज करके पढ़ीदेव बेस किसी लिखा है नॉर्मल जिन लिखा है आकु जाउछि फिगर लिख पासवर्ड सैंपल रियल एटा लिखिना रियल टा एटा नॉइस अछि एठी जनरेट करके अरेंज करला पासवर्ड सैंपल फेक सैंपल ओरिजिनल को मिसेला फेक को मिसेला जोटा तो मैच हो रियल पासवर्ड मैच कला फेक पासवर्ड मैच कला नहीं एला बता एटा में कंक्लूड होले जे रियल पासवर्ड तो जल्दी मैच हो फेक पासवर्ड का बार नॉइस पासवर्ड क्या एटा तो रेफरेंस नहीं है जी ये टॉपिक साला नेक्स्ट टॉपिक जीवा configuring OSSEC to mitigate brute force attack এটা ইয়ে লিখেছি সেটা কালি পড়িয়া আজ মেসে দিয়ে দাও থ্যাংক ইউ